Hey guys, welcome to Riva Academy, and in this tutorial we are going to look at how list and list view works in Flutter. And if you really like this video, please share it with your friend who is also learning Flutter. So we started by creating a new project in Visual Studio, and what I will do is removing the extra comments and these two extra classes. Okay, and I will create a new class by the name my home page. Okay, and what I will do is remove the title parameter from here. So we can start with a clean slate. Okay, so this will return a scaffold, okay, which has the default app bar, and the app bar will take title. In the text we can mention, say, list demo. Okay, now what we will do is, let's start by running this. Oh, there's some issue. Okay, where it is? Oh yes, there is one extra bracket over here. Okay, now cool. Now let's start by running this in emulator. Okay, so this is running fine. Okay, now let's quickly start by adding the list, and to do so we'll add a body. Okay, so inside the body we will add a list view. Okay, cool. So first we will create a simple static list. Okay, so inside the list view we will add first the children. Okay, we have to add this children, and inside this we can add an array of widgets. So we can take any of the array, any of the widgets we require. Right now I have taken a list style widget. Okay, so in this list style we can add title. Okay, so we can add any of the text right here. Okay, so say I will add a text, say call, and save. Okay, now you can see this text appearing, and there is a property called trailing which will add the icon towards the end. Okay, right, so it will add the icon towards the end of this row. So this list style will constitute each and every row of your list, right? So you can see this icon being added over here, and we'll add some padding. Okay, so we'll give some padding, say 20. Cool, now this is looking good. So we can create, similarly we can create multiple rows. So each list style will correspond to a single row in your list. Now let us create a second row and say a video call, and over here we will add icon of video call, save and hot reload. Okay, so you can see a new row has been added. Now let us create another row. Okay, comma over here, and say this as a text message. Okay, and let us add the corresponding icon. Okay, so similarly you can create a row with a text and a corresponding icon. This was just a sample. You can create any as per your requirement. Now let us add multiple to check the scrolling. So this is like smoothly scrolling, and you can see this material shadow towards the top and the end. Okay, so this is our simple static list. Now let us create some dynamic list. Okay, so to create the dynamic list, I have just commented the previous portion, so it will be there in the code when I will upload in the GitHub. Okay, so now let us create a blank list view again. Here we will create a dynamic list. Okay, I'll put a comment over here so that it is easily readable. Static list view. Okay, cool. Now let us create a dynamic list. Right, so to create a dynamic list we will need an items. Okay, in the static list we just hard coded the items. Okay, so here we will need some dynamic items. So let us create a list of strings, say list items. Okay, and list of strings dot generate, bracket dot generate. Okay, and let us create, say, 100 items. This will dynamically create 100 items, this function. I is the index. Okay, and say list items $I. So this will create list items 1, list item 2, similarly like that. This will create 100 items for us. So now what we will do is create a list view using the above function, above declaration, right? So we will need here a list view builder, and list view builder will have the item counts parameter. So over here it is list items dot length, and it will have an item builder function which will have context comma index. Okay, so this is like a for loop function. Okay, this function is similar to the for loop function. So inside item builder, whatever we return, it is equal to a single row of your list. Okay, so say return a list style. I will use list style again. You can use any like containers or cards, whatever you want. In this example, I will use list style. Okay, so here we will add the title. Okay, text, and inside the text we will say dollar list items of index. Okay, so this return is some issue. What is wrong over here? Oh yes, we will have to put curly brackets, right? Okay, so we have to put curly brackets, otherwise it will mess up. Okay, cool, right, perfect. So you can see this function has created 100 items for us. Okay, so if you go through the bottom, you can see up to 0 to 99. Okay, so basically inside the item builder, whatever we write, it is equal to a single row. It is just like your for loop. Okay, it starts from 0 and ends to 99. Cool. Now let us do some formatting. Here we have added a trailing over here. Now there is one more property called as leading. Okay, so leading will add an icon just before the text, just before the title. Okay, so here we will add item, any of the icons is snooze. Okay, cool. So this has added this alarm clock. Okay, cool. And we can add the trailing icon which will end towards the end. Okay, so this is the difference between the leading and trailing in the list title. So you can create accordingly as per your requirements. Okay, cool. So you can see this has added the icon over here. Okay, so we have created this dynamic list, and icon, you know, size also we can increase or decrease as per our requirements. If I do 50, oh, it's too big. Okay, let's keep it 30. Cool. Okay, so I hope you understood this function. Now I will add some padding so it will look proper. Now over here, if I add a padding, so it will add in each and every row because it is inside the item builder function. Okay, so it is like your for loop, it will repeat every time. Okay, let's make a padding less. Okay, now this is looking good. Now what we can do is we can create multi-line list. Okay, so over here title we have written a single line text over here. Okay, so what we will do, we will need a column because a column will put a text one below each other. Okay, but this column has a whenever we wrap an object in the column, it comes in the center, and to fix this we have to write cross axis alignment dot start. So it will start from the start. Cool. Now what we will do is we will add one more line of the text. Okay, say subheading. Okay, now I will call this is subheading. Save. Okay, you can see there are more than 2 lines. If you want more lines, you can add, you can keep on adding. Okay, now let me put some font over here, font size. Okay, so I am adding this style over here. Font size, say 15. Okay, this has gone small. Let me put 18. Okay, cool. So this looks like heading and subheading. Okay, now I will add this styling to my below text also, to the subheading as well. So I'll just copy paste and I will make font size 14. Okay, cool. This is looking good now. If you want, you can change the text also for the subheading text color. make it bit light. Cool. So this looks like heading and subheading. So this is our multi-line list with icons. Okay, it is super easy. You can play around whatever widgets you want to try with another, like instead of text you can use container and use more widgets. Okay, now let me put a divider, and to put the divider I will add this column. I will wrap this list style with a column so that I can put a divider just below it. Okay, so below my list style I will add a divider, and remember this is inside the for loop, so it will like repeat every time because it is inside the item builder function. Okay, so you can see this divider is being added. So if you want your list with the divider, you can do like this. Okay, now I hope you like this video. If you really like this video, please share it with your friends who are also learning Flutter. Thank you so much for watching.